Hi, welcome to An Entrepreneur Blog. My name is Andres Julian Gomez, and in this installment for this video, we're gonna continue the subject we started the last time. Last time we started talking about the process of selling a business idea to an investor. In the first part of this video, we talk about preparing ourselves for this eventual interview. In this second video, we're gonna talk about the moment. The time has come to talk with the investors and tell them about our idea. So we're ready. So let's start talking with our investor. But wait, just before you go and talk with the investor or group of investors, you have to take a couple of things into account. The first is that you have to understand that you are ready, that you have a good business idea, that you have a good selling process, and that the only possible outcome is to be successful. That is very important. Convince yourself about this. Do the best you can in the moment. Prepare all your team to think this way. It is vital that everybody in this team thinks this way. If you have a winning idea, the only possible outcome is to be successful. There are two very important additional recommendations I want to give you today. The first one is that you should arrive early to your appointment with the investors. There might be traffic, there might be a lot of things. You have to set up your PowerPoint presentation, your computer, and other things. So arrive early. It is a very professional sign you will show the investor if you arrive early. You might have to wait a little time, especially if it's a very busy investor, but it is better to arrive early than just in time, or in the worst case scenario, late. The second recommendation, I know you probably and all your team will be anxious and nervous. Try to control this. I know it's easier to say it than to do it, but since you have prepared yourself, well, there's really nothing to be anxious and nothing to be nervous. So control your anxiety and your nerves. When you meet the investor and you enter the room, have a ball, have a great time. You are prepared, you know you're gonna be successful, so there's nothing to be afraid, there's nothing to be nervous. Show that you don't have any anxiety, that your only anxiety really is to show the investor the idea and that he will love the idea. So be very professional, be very smart about it. You are prepared, so there's nothing to be afraid, nervous, or anxious about this presentation. When meeting the investors, you're at a very high, a very professional level. However, as I already said, be relaxed. Remember that you're selling your business idea and treat the investors just as clients, but as very important clients. So now it's time to present your business idea to the investors. You're confident, you're ready, take into account the time limit you have. Most of the time you have 10, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. So please keep your presentation to this time, as most of these investors have very few time to ask questions and to do the follow-up. If questions arise, try to answer them very concretely, very honestly. If you do not know the answer for one question, be honest. Say, I do not know the answer, but I will look into it and I will give you the answer in a couple of days. That is better than lying and trying to convince the investor that you know something that you really don't. So that's a very important recommendation. Well, so the presentation is on, so have a ball, have a great time. That ends the second part of this series of video. The third part will be on the follow-up on what to do after the presentation with the investor. I hope you see this video. Thank you for your time, for coming to An Entrepreneur Blog. This has been Andres Julian Gomez. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, or even input, please leave it at the end of this video. Again, thank you for your time. Please remember to share this video with your friends, family members, and followers on social networks. See you next time.